And welcome to Off the Rails, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. Super pumped to be here today, coming back off the heels of a very horrid opening day they had. Hopefully they had some time to fix and fine-tune some things within the park. Just going to pretty much go into the park, see what's available today, have a good time. It is a Monday as upon the filming of this, so let's see what the crowd levels are getting into full swing of the season. As always, it's the first time to Off the Rails. Feel free to like and subscribe down below. Let's get inside and have some fun. Welcome to Six Flags Great Adventure. Welcome to Off the Rails.
Strap in tight, we're ready to roll with a wild ride that'll take control. Loop the loops and drop so high, catch your breath and touch the sky. Over rails we're flying through, roller coasters, thrills for me and you. Hands up high, we're screaming loud. Off the rails, we're on the wildest cloud.
And the first sign of life today comes from the B&M Flyer. Directly ahead, Superman's Ultimate Flight. I do have two other credits of the exact same coaster. And Six Flags Great America and Six Flags Over Georgia as she creases her lift hill down into the pretzel loop. I do love the pretzel loop. Flyers I'm not super huge on. Can't even tell you the last time I rode this version of Superman. It's been at least 5 years. But yeah, gonna try to get a ride in Jersey Devil today. Failed on opening day. Maybe the Flash, if it is not a crazy line. For a Monday during the spring break, we are very heavy in the parking lot so far. But we shall see. And yeah, the crowds are filling in today, even on a Monday. It looks like it may be a Flash Pass day for sure, especially if I want to ride some coasters. I hate buying it. I am really against the system, but unfortunately, it might be one of them days. Might always see Flash Vertical Velocity. It's got riders on it. I did enjoy the one ride I got last time I was here. Perhaps we could get one today. Yeah, this is the line you get to the entrance turnstiles. Oof. Yeah. Try to go on that side, maybe. Yeah, do that instead. Yeah, you don't. And you just see, it looks like a lot of schools. A lot of schools today. I do love the location of Flash's Vertical Velocity. First ever in North America Super Boomerang. Nice. And we are greeted with some characters as we enter the park here. Porky the Pig. And I do love these new character statues out and about. As we hit up Main Street, and you can see here where the old park entrance used to be, to where the new one does fly. So let's go to the Main Street Market. Let's see what's good in here. Not too sure what they got going on. Very cool. I dig that. Some Space Jam 2 stuff. Horrible movie. Don't recommend watching it. Tipo. Very Halloween Horror Nights Fright Fest like. They do have a maze. And typical Six Flags merchandise. 2025. They got pins. I'm not a big Six Flags pin collector, but it exists. I do like those models. One of these days I'll buy one and build one. It's cool. I like those signs. I may buy the El Toro sign later. And then, as we're greeted down Main Street. I'm gonna make a left. I decided I'm gonna start my day off with a ride on El Toro. But yeah, we gotta get there first. Park is empty once walking in. I mean, it just opened about 10 minutes ago. And interesting to note, for the start of 2025 season, all Six Flags and Cedar Fair parks are now smokeless. There's no more smoking sections whatsoever in any of the parks. So, that looks like it would have been a smoking section. As you go past the merry-go-round, not a carousel. See, back in the day, we used to cut through the arcade to get to El Toro because this was blocked off by a paintball building. But no longer the case. You don't need to do that anymore. We have a still walker going inside. I was going to try to interact with him, but looks like he's taking a break of sorts. This is cool. The history is Six Flags. This guy's an actual Great Adventure historian. Huh. Hi, Angus. Very cool. I like that name. It's El Toro. You hear the screams on El Toro, guys. Yeah, I think I did it right coming to this area of the park. It is empty. Nobody is here, but El Toro was going, so hopefully get a few good rides on El Toro this morning. Now, what is interesting to note about El Toro, next 3 years during the off season, she's going to get a retrack. They're not doing it all at once. They're going to do 1/3, open up the season, then again close it down. 1/3, open up the season, then again 1/3, close it down, open up the season. As we ride on the bull. I hear it. I love it. Toro, 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 and no line. Beautiful. Let's do it, guys. The bull.
Bro, you crying? No. Bro, you're crying. It was the one.
And I just want to point out, the gentleman greeting El Toro was super, super friendly and super nice. He was super thrilled that I was getting a ride on El Toro, and he talked to me, which is, you know, something you don't come to expect at a Six Flags park, but maybe it's a step in the right direction. And just had 3 back-to-back rides there on El Toro, 1 mid-car and then 2 back. The train. Interesting to note, though, when they are boarding a train with no line, they make you fill up the first half of the train before you load the back. So that's why I had to have a mid-course run the first time. But, you know, great ride. It is definitely getting bumpier and bumpier with every ride I do get on her. So I'm happy the TLC is going into her, and they're saving El Toro as opposed to just nixing it. It is a great wooden roller coaster, and it still stands the test of time. Great rides on El Toro. Super pumped for the future of her as well. And the old entrance sign to Rolling Thunder. Great old racing wooden roller coaster from back in the day. Gonna head on. Thinking Nitro maybe. I don't know. Just gonna walk and see what's good. Yeah, the parking lot looked a lot more intimidating than the crowds I see, but it could just be the area. I bet you everybody's over by Flash right now. Great new El Toro merchandise though. Always fun and exciting to see. And good to know you do get I think it's 15% discount. I have a very similar shirt, wood and steel, since 2006. I correct me if I'm wrong. I have one like that, but that's actually wearing currently. That is Steel Vengeance, but I don't. That's a wooden roller coaster, my friends. I don't think there's nothing steel about that. That is a wooden roller coaster. The supports and to the track, everything. Yeah, I don't agree with that shirt whatsoever. You know, coaster doesn't get a lot of love, at least for me recently, is the Runaway Mine Train here. And this is where you would board a gondola for a sky ride if it existed. Supports are still here though. That's nice to see. Hopefully those come down soon. But yeah, I mean, this building has stood the test of time as the operational Skyway station, and now it only hosts a Runaway Mine Train here. It is just unfortunate to see because that Skyway was from the 1964 World's Fair. Infamous one that Walt Disney got involved in. And also I'm not excited to see here is the log flume not operational. I get it's cold out today, but at least have the water in, man. Like, this is, yeah, I know they did recently redo the log flume here for the 50th, and it definitely needed it. Yeah, let's get a ride on this good old Arrow Mine Train. Here we go, mine runaway train. Here we go. Phones are not allowed on the ride here, we know that. Alright, took the train from the station, maybe? I really don't know. Oh, there's one train operations. Gotta love it. Lovely mid-course ride there on the Runaway Mine Train here, and honestly it stands the test of time, opening with the park back in the 70s, and honestly what a beauty of a coaster. Timeless, love arrows, and I got a little bit of airtime on that, and honestly for its age it's still running very smooth. And now, which is cool, you have a one-shot option for a lot of coasters now at Six Flags Parks. Gives you the opportunity to buy a one-time flash pass, you don't got to commit to the whole entire day, you just want to get on a ride real quick. Generally speaking, they are expensive, and if you want to a la carte your day like that, you might as well just get the flash pass. But if you just wanted 2 rides that you don't feel like waiting on, it's perfect. Since 1974, yeah, definitely standing the test of time here. Wonder if roller coaster coffee is any different than regular coffee. I mean, couldn't come and get one, it's closed. Shocker there. And definitely theme park prices for the coffee, jeez. Yeah, I'm still seeing a lot of shops closed, which is not okay, in my opinion. You need to fully staff your park. It is cool. They have a full year-round Fright Fest store that's open. Very nifty. Do you dig it? Lots of horror stuff. Get your horror fix here year-round. Cool concept. I like the Fright Fest socks they have. Oh, it's an old Fright Fest sign. Yeah. Back when there was only certain dates. Very cool though. Now, something I'm going to do with this video, I'm going to insert the park's official POVs for the coasters I ride today. Because you're not going to let me film at your park, I'm going to steal your video and use it in mine. Sorry to say, but yeah. It is the park's official POV, though. I'm not taking it from anybody else. So Six Flags wants to come after me, they can. Or they can allow me to film on the rides, you know. And it is cool, I might actually do it. You could buy a brick and put your name on a brick here at Six Flags Great Adventure. It's only like 120 bucks. It wasn't bad. And we got Mr. Stillwalker guy up here doing Stillwalker things. How's it going? What's up?
How's it going, dude?
Clearly you're up.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Having fun today?
You as well.
Thank you, brother. Love the interaction there with the Stillwalker character. Should have a partner out for him. You know, be cool. Two Stillwalker, in my opinion, would be better than one. Houdini's is open today. The Become a Madhouse. Last time I rode that was back in October. I actually got stuck on it for a little bit. And you know what? There's barely a line for Houdini's. Let's give it a whirl. Let's give this Macomb Madhouse some love here that it much well deserves. And I'm happy they're not just opening during Fright Fest like they had been doing. It's going to be, yeah, very much a year-round thing. Houdini's Great Escape. Let's give it a whirl, guys. They are wise to cut off the queue at least. Let's get right up here.
All times. After your experience has ended, please exit towards the crystal ball and have a Six Flags day. Don't forget
Have a Six Flags day
to
could mean
upgrade to a
anything,
season
which
pass
really cracks me up when they say have a Six Flags day. Yeah, you could come and have a great time, or you could come and have a bad time, but you had a Six Flags day regardless. They need to change that slogan. I hope these two people feel good for using the Flash Pass on Houdini. Getting a bit of a queue now, though. But we'll be on this next ride, no problem. No problem. The door's opening in a pop. I do love the pre-show area here. Heavily themed for a Six Flags park, that's for sure. Now, they don't let me film on this ride, which I really don't get, but I will insert the park's POV.
Here in Houdini's library, surrounded by his stage props and mementos, I will lead you in an attempt to bring the great Houdini back from the mysterious beyond. Bringing Houdini's spirit back among us today, we must picture him in our minds and concentrate on that image. Together we conjure up an image. Houdini worked with a tireless passion to create increasingly more difficult illusions and death-defying escapes to captivate and amaze audiences around the world. During his life, Houdini was fascinated by and perhaps obsessed with death. Unfortunately, the one escape Houdini couldn't master was to escape death. On Halloween Day, 1926, Houdini died. With his wife Bess at his side, he promised her that if there were any way to contact her from beyond the grave, he would find it. His presence of the great Houdini Kid among us. Concentrate and keep focusing. See the disturbance of the candles as they clear. His spirit is dead. There, inside the Chinese water torture cell. Where will the great Houdini reveal himself to us next? Stay with me. Houdini is reaching out for us. I will welcome the connection. Wait so close. He is present.
As we take our seat in this Bacoma Madhouse, and I insert the park's POV of it. Houdini. Had a nice ride there on Houdini, the Bacoma Madhouse. I do just wish the onboard audio was a little bit louder. You really had a hard time hearing the story once you got on the ride. And apologies on the pre-show. Some people were loud and can't enjoy a pre-show, and they just had to talk through it. Eventually, they did shush. They were shushed and they complied, and it was a more enjoyable pre-show, but sorry for like the first 25% of it. But either way, I love Bacoma Madhouses, and Houdini's definitely stands the test of time. Great ride there. We made our way to the fountain area of the park. I'm getting a little bit hungry. Myself some food. Let's see if they have the Main Street Pub here. Well, they actually have meals, and it's way less crowded than nacho chicken wings, chicken tenders, pulled pork mac and cheese sounds good. Yeah, let's give it a whirl here. Actually, in second thought, I'm craving a burger. Gonna do some Johnny Rockets. Yeah, never go wrong with Johnny Rockets, especially when this crazy line. It's a few people, not too nuts though. I do love this new statue here. Very retro with the lion. But a modern statue for sure. It's nice with the big wheel behind it. Yeah, I'm digging Skull Mountain. Yeah. Why not the Mountain of Skulls? Now the draw of Skull Mountain, it looks like it's actually getting some TLC because they have a tarp over it unlike last time. So good to see that. This wonderful intimate indoor roller coaster debuted here in 1994. So yeah, just about past its 30th season of operations. It's classic, it's timeless, it's Skull Mountain. And that's where I would put a Skyway station if I had one. And I do love this queue here, Skull Mountain. It is timeless, it is fun, and it's exciting. It's got a crowd today too running into it here.
They've got to be on.
Alrighty, here we go. And wow, it's actually got a line. Here we're backed up, maybe about 2 trains. Nothing crazy, but yeah. You can see Skull Mountain getting some love. We are currently on a delay. Like I said, it should be opening soon. Let me give it 5 minutes and then go from there with it. Just a quick delay. They're boarding trains now, so good thing I stayed in line. Wasn't that long. Had a nice ride there on Skull Mountain, the intimate indoor coaster. Unfortunately, though, the ride I got, it was very lit up inside the building. There's 2 panels in the back of the building that were down and the full sunlight in, and you saw everything. Not a fan of that. You could have easily fixed that with a quick tarp. I'm not sure why it is like that. But yeah, other than that, great ride, though. Making my way to Movie Town, gonna ride the Jersey Devil. Yes, I think that's the next ride to ride. I don't know what I'm singing, I'm just trying to make up a song as we go along at Six Flags. The RMC beauty of a coaster known as Jersey Devil, an original track layout. Coaster debuted just about 3 years ago here, and is a great addition to the park skyline for sure. The only RMC here in this park, although I would love to see him do more, maybe a ground up RMC. The iBox track would be nice to see, perhaps. As she creases her lift hill, the Pine Barrels Beer Garden is open for once. Good to see. You get some life a day. Now, depending on the line for this, hey, it looks like I'm going to be having the Fast Pass both Nitro and perhaps even Jersey Devil. It is what it is, though. Now, they do make you get a locker. You have no loose articles whatsoever in line for this one. Which, I mean, they make you pay for a locker here. As opposed to El Toro, they don't make you pay. They should have a free locker system, in my opinion. Altogether, regardless. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, no, there's going to be definitely a cause for a Fast Pass today. There's like a bit of a queue. So we're going to one-shot this one. And take it from there. Great airtime on this, great inversion. She is smooth, butter smooth. And I paid $11 there for a back row ride on the Jersey Devil, and honestly, it was worth every penny. Oh, I'm just scooting on this way. Honestly, yeah, worth every penny. The back row there, let me tell you, on the first drop, that was easily my best ride on the Jersey Devil, but the first drop, I literally stood up out of my seat. Great inversion, smooth like butter throughout the whole entire ride. In my opinion, that's coaster of the park as of right now. Like, I want bigger and better things to come, obviously, but that tops El Toro for me. What an RMC beauty of a roller coaster. I can't talk highly enough about the Jersey Devil. And also to note, operations were spectacular. And I love how Jersey Devil, I mean, you don't get to choose your row, but that's for efficiency. They load those trains and they were getting them out the station. They were even dispatching the trains. They had it all cleared and they were waiting for the other train to clear the block brakes in order to dispatch. So that was really nice. Great operations there on the Jersey Devil. Now, I do want to fancy myself a ride on Nitro, but I am not waiting in that queue. So I'll be also utilizing the Flash Pass here for Nitro, which you don't even have to go to the front. You board down this way. Yeah, it is a crowded day. School's out, spring break, all that good jazz. Gonna make the most of it, though. Oh, look, another place that's closed. I really don't, you know, like, open up. You could utilize this eating area. I do love this beauty of a B&M Hypercoaster Nitro. She increases 235 feet straight down along the Jersey Pine Barrens. The views you get from Nitro are some of my favorites on any coaster in the world. Definitely gonna fancy myself a back row ride on her for sure. Got a Charlie horse riding the Jersey Devil coaster, and I'm finally walking it off. Yeah, first time that ever happened to me on a coaster. Part of getting old, I guess. Here we go. You do feel a little elite when you use your flash pass and you skip all the people waiting in line for Coaster before you even got here. So again, 2 for 2. Nitro just got dispatched and the other train's coming into the station. Now you could operate 3 trains on this one, but it is nice to see them. They literally waited on block brakes in order to send that train. Now Nitro, their only block brakes are at the end, so there's no big force block brake run, which is nice. But yeah, great operations. Second to back row ride there on Nitro, and I'm sadly mistaken that I really should know the coaster better. There is a block brake section right after the upward helix, which every time I always gray out on, no matter if I eat it, whether I'm hydrated or not. It was always a gray out moment, but great ride on Nitro as always. Beautiful into the Pine Barrens, everlasting here. Woo! Yeah, I love this ride. It's timeless, especially that airtime hill right there where you're looking over and you look to your left and the right and you just soar over the Pine Barrens. It's such an incredible feeling. It really is. Gonna give a miss on Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth here. It does have a lengthy queue for sure. And so did the Dark Knight passing by. Yeah, both of those are gonna get a miss today for me. I'd come this way, check out Metropolis and see what the Flash situation looks like, although I do see a pretty lengthy queue outside. For the newest coaster here, first ever Super Boomerang in North America. There's a Flash Pass option. I might buy it for Flash. Maybe. I already have a ride on it. It was a good coaster. It's definitely what the park needed. But yeah, it's not a run to rope drop coaster for me, no. I'd much rather enjoy the Jersey Devil or El Toro when entering the park first. Would love for them to utilize the showcase theater. They haven't had much in recent memory. They used to have a great magic show back in the day here with Les McKinney. I remember the name of the guy. I don't know why I remember his name, but I do. Les McKinney. Your Battle for Metropolis. This will be a bit of a queue. They used to have a single rider option. It's no longer. But, I mean, it's pretty quick moving once we're inside. So, yeah, let's give it a whirl, guys. Battle for Metropolis. Alright, not sure if I can film. I've got yelled at it for before in Jersey. We'll see if I can take you on or not. Alright, I guess we're taking you on. Nobody's yelling at me.
Okay, Tom. This new vlog contains temporary arrangement of the black gas.
I was way better calibrated than last time, that's for Actually, see where I'm hitting targets. Nice.
I'll take him to Lex Corpet. You deal with these.
Follow me, Justice League PT. Here, following me.
It is. Such a sick animatronic.
Watch my back, Lex. Like I'm ready to the security panel. We need to get into LexCorp to free the team.
Nice little sex spots, reserve team.
Good work. Those things were trying to take control of the battlefield. Let's get moving. I'm sure they already know we're here. I warned you about joining forces with the Justice League. You'll now face the full force of my plasma blast. Well,
Close game right now.
Help us free the lead.
Lex Boss, target and destroy the intruder. It's over.
Cover us, reserve team.
Blast those nice spots.
I got this.
Ah, you jumped ahead of me.
Coming up.
Very close game. 6,000 to 103,000. Corbin came out victorious. Yeah, it was back and forth the whole entire run. And there we have it, guys. Just getting off of Battle from Metropolis. Place in the top 1% of today, so always good and fun and exciting, exiting through the gift shop, of course. But yeah, fantastic ride, timeless dark ride, and they actually seem to have fixed the calibration on the screen, which is nice. Yeah, so I was able to score for $12 a spot in the Flash Pass, and it's posted an hour-and-a-half queue. Doesn't look like it, and they are often very times mistaken. I like how you come up here and see the blueprints. I'm gonna get a closer shot of that when we get off the ride. But yeah, it's maybe not an hour and a half, but definitely faster than. Yeah, it does queue behind here too, so I'm not sure what that situation is looking like currently. Oh, we are amongst the elite. That is sick. I like that. Recall point. Hey guys, let's ride this news coaster to the park. And just waited 2 trains for a dispatch there. Yeah, the line does extend the queue, extends through the queue building and as well as when you come up to the station. Looked more like an hour wait, but still skip that for sure. Yeah, wonderfully smooth, great Vekoma addition to the park, and I do love the new school Vekomas that are coming out there, a lot better than a lot of the Vekomas I've ridden around the country. And fast vertical velocity, great addition to the skyline here. A nice pop of airtime right there too, which I do enjoy. Porky Pig's back out and greeting and meeting everybody. How we doing, Porky? Hello, hello. Lovely to see the characters out. Meet and greet. Oh, I guess we're going to the meet and greet and the other different characters in here at different times. Very cool. Bugs Bunny at 3. Very nice. And that's going to be a wrap today, guys, here from Six Flags Great Adventure at Jackson, New Jersey. It was a blast getting back to the park. And honestly, I was very impressed with the coaster operations today from opening day to now. I mean, El Toro's still on 1 train, but I don't see the second train. Maybe it's going through repairs. Not too sure on that. But yeah, honestly, they were getting people on and off trains today. Very nice to see. Definitely an improvement from Six Flags. Just typical roller coaster operations. So that is 100% a step in the right direction for the company and the park. I just wish they opened more stuff up throughout the park. Whether it's a staffing issue or a payment issue, don't have shops that are available and not open them because, you know, it does put us in a frenzy. You know, that's my only grievance with today. Otherwise, like I said, wonderful coaster operations. I had a blast. So always, guys, it's the first time to Off the Rails. Feel free to like and subscribe down below. Until then, we'll catch you guys next time.
Strap in tight, we're ready to roll on a wild ride that'll take control. Loop the loops and drop so high, catch your breath.